How we doing, guys? And it's finished. Arsenal 1, Brentford 1. Another draw. I'm not even going to get too downbeat about it, if I'm being perfectly honest. We knew what to expect in terms of the lineup and everything else, and I don't think that was actually the problem and the reason why we drew this game. We were actually the better side, and we didn't deserve to draw this game. I think Brentford had one chance all game, and that was the goal. I don't know whether multiple substitutions contribute to that. Maybe everybody switching off and things are not. Yeah, I don't know. If we're winning a Premier League game where everything's on that game, we're in a title race, for example, or something, and we take the lead, it's 1-0, and Arteta is literally about to make a triple substitution at the point we score. You see it multiple times where instantly, because something's changed, because something's happened, the manager will go, right, you sit down, we're not going to make this substitution now, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. But given the fact that we have another priority, which is Wednesday night, those substitutions were never going to not happen. So we can't be mad at that. We can't sit there and say, why are you taking off, Declan Rice and Partey? And, I don't think they should have started. I don't think Thomas Partey had any other option or choice because Ben White was injured again. But yeah, listen, at the end of the day, it's one of those things. If I'm going to talk about something that was critical, that probably leaves a bit of a sour taste in my mouth, it would be the challenge by Nordgaard in the first half on Martinelli. It's a red card. It's as simple as that. It's from behind. It's both feet off the floor. It's a scissor tackle. It's reckless. It's dangerous. And it's a red card. And he only got a yellow. And BAR don't get involved. And I just sit there and I look at things like that and I think, what is the point? The PGMOL are more interested in clamping down on people that might kick the ball away 5 yards than people that could cause others very serious season-ending injuries. That's the reality. But, that in itself doesn't, give the reason why we drew this game. It would have helped. Obviously, Brentford going down to 10 men, but, them being 11 against 11 wasn't any reason why we drew this game. And it was just a moment where we switched off. And it was Martinelli and Trossard that switched off actually on that right-hand side, our left. And yeah, it's just one of those moments. It happens in football. And at this level, you can get punished, even by a side that did not do anything all game. Brentford are a very good side. But again, it's another team that comes to the Emirates, low block, doesn't want to do anything, tries to play counter, can't do it. And it's just... But like I've already said, it's our own fault. It's our own, problem that we have to try and navigate and get past. And if teams see that that's something we struggle with, then why not set up like that? When you leave yourself open and when you leave yourself vulnerable to get opened up by us, I think everybody's seen what we're capable of doing, even without a main, striker, etc. And Saka not playing. And you think Man City held 5, Real Madrid have held 3, and we can do that to teams. PSV, we put 7 past them. And when you try doing that against us, we can just finish the game very, very quickly. You look at the 3 goals against Real Madrid, they were scored within 17 minutes. And it was always going to be difficult after Tuesday. The atmosphere itself was very flat. I'm not even going to blame the fans inside the stadium because it's something. It's just difficult. It's just really difficult after you know the highs of Tuesday, and as a fan, I know as a player they've got to say one game at a time and everything else, but as a fan, I think everybody's looking at this game and going, it's in our way. It's just an obstacle we don't need. I would sit there and say that, if you gave Arsenal fans an option, which was you'll get 3 points today, but one of the main players that would start on Wednesday gets injured and they won't be available for Wednesday, like a Declan Rice or a Saka, etc. Or you don't win today and all of your main players that are going to be playing on Wednesday come through absolutely fine and ready to go. I think every single Arsenal fan would have chose option 2, not to win the game, but everybody be fit and available. Jorginho had to go off. I don't know what happened there. It looked like he had a head injury and we had to play like the last 5-10 minutes or something with 10 men, but there's no team probably better or more capable of playing with 10 men than us, given how many times it's happened to us this season. But yeah, we actually looked like we could have, even scored in that period. Straight after, Brentford equalised, Saka had a massive chance, went round the keeper, clearly didn't realise the player was coming on the blind side of him and should have shot a lot earlier. Either that or go across his man so he can't touch him. And yeah, it's one of those at the end of the day. Just picking little bits and pieces up. It's disappointing. It's frustrating because you want to win every game. It means Liverpool only need 9 points now to win the league. But that's something that's inevitable and has been for a while. I think the one bonus is that Nottingham Forest lost today. So it's actually a point gained on third place. And listen, that's pretty much it, to be honest with you. There's not really a lot to write home about. There's not anything that you're going to sit there and really moan about. Like I said, the referee decision not to send off Nordsgaard is a big one for me. Would have had a different impact on the game probably. But then maybe it would have been even more difficult because Brentford would have sat even more rigid in that low block. So in terms of the league campaign, listen, it's just get it over and done with at the end of the day. And, the priority is the Champions League. And Wednesday night, we've got to go into that. I can't wait for it to be over and, to hopefully book our place in the semi-final, just so I don't have to sit and see and listen to some of the crap that I've seen over the last couple of days as to what Real Madrid are up to and what they're going to do to turn this around. They've all become motivational speakers. They're closing the roof. They're doing a special entrance. They're playing montages for little old Arsenal. At the end of the day, just get this over and done with. Get the job done in the Bernabeu. And get our place in the semi-final where it looks like it will be PSG. And that's another tough game and a different prospect and proposition. And yeah, we could then focus on that. But for this one, listen, it is what it is at the end of the day. Too many draws this season. We know that. But given the injuries and, the priorities lying elsewhere and everything else, it's understandable. It's not what I want. It's not what anybody wants. But it is what it is. If you're going to moan about it today, then you've just got no other reason than the fact that you want to moan. And you think that you might get some views out of it. But, yeah. On to Wednesday. Big game. I'm looking forward to the preview. Looking forward to that game as a whole, and like I said, I'll be glad when it's over, so that we can just move on from all of the crap that I'm hearing and seeing. And it's gonna be just constant Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, it's not gonna stop, is it? So listen, there we go, that's it. 1-1. We move on, simple as that. Wednesday. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.